Need some music for this section. Not sure what to put here though. There we go. Bit of the delay. Go to scene. Yep. Keep going with this for the streams for now. At least until I can think of something to take the light side of the questing. Oh. I thought I'd done with y'all already. Yeah, that's already been done. They just crop up again for some reason. It's all good. I think that's less a function of the remaster and more a function of the game itself. But that being said, I didn't spend much time in this town. On the 360 version, so I can't attest to that too much. Especially on the Inquisitor, there's a very different town here that I spend a lot of time in. Yeah, we still got 4 pelts to grab. Let's go ahead and sort that out.
Death comes over you.
Divine Quest.
You turn your back for 1 second.
Yeah, we're already starting to see returns on the build. Which, for those wondering, we're running a full Gruesome Inquisition build. Everything into strength until about level 50, and then I'll probably go into mentality for a few levels. That or I may just go full strength. I don't know. It depends on what my health situation is looking like. I do have something to select here, however, again, this is kind of a mess up in my build. Personally, I should have been putting points in Armor More to get me the 5 in Armor More that I need to get Constitution, because Constitution is going to be a big part of my survival. So we take armor lore for the reduced CA penalty, and take constitution for health, because having more health means that as we get lower in health, we can kind of give ourselves a buffer to take a full advantage of purifying chastisement, because that's the lower your health, the more damage you do. So, fun times. No idea why you apologize. Later in the day, the little one is asleep. Mercy. Spent a couple of days sorting out his sleep schedule. We had been letting him stay up late, me being home more often and whatnot, and it started to really take his toll on him.
No
to the
mercy
point where
on
he woke up early
heretics.
one morning, just by virtue of that's what happened.
One less heretic.
He crashed really hard afterwards, and we didn't want him to do that again. So we set about the process of sorting out his sleep schedule.
The task has been accomplished.
Okay. Engagement to my sister. I'll kill him for this. And you too. Apparently he did not like what just happened.
I learn something new every day.
Apparently it
Today,
pissed him off.
demons must have assistants.
Mind your tongue,
I'm not
heretic.
taking you to the city. You stay here. I've already
Foreseeable.
dealt with that. The wifey is in a debate of some kind. She's making points. I am going to rush my way to the city at this point. I know I've got quests here that still need doing, but it's all good.
I'm sorry, I got to
Die.
escort quest is up here. Already see, yep, there it is. I'm gonna go over here and kind of clear.
No
this
mercy
out.
on heretics. To the netherworld with you.
Come here.
I needed that.
Okay. Oh, she's almost dead. So let's rush this a little bit then. This
Doesn't that?
Oh, she healed. I don't know how she healed. But she healed. Which
I don't have room for this item.
godsend that she healed.
I don't have any room
She
left
was-
for that.
Keep going. We leveled. We tried. Oh, we got a elite being missing him like crazy. There we go. I am at a point right now where I am exceptionally lucky, and I am not going to look at gift personally with luck right now. Because if I can keep stuff focused on me, I'll take it. Gotta get her. City. Honestly, I should have probably gone with expert touch. Oh no, we're not gonna.
I know that.
Because it'll give me better CA region. You. Take this
Glory
woman off
and
my hands.
power.
Thank you. Oh, thank God.
They do it with them again.
So now I can actually teleport to here with him. And, the sick hermit, unexpected news, hunter's camp. So now I can teleport back and forth between the two. And I'm going to double check the map, make sure. Yep, we're good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and clear this out real quick.
Death comes over you. have any room left for that.
I do kind of miss the inventory system for the 360, where I know it was designed for the 360 in mind, which means it was drastically different when you grid.
Greetings.
But the list was just so much nicer to me, and I'm sure there's somebody who has the exact opposite perspective where they think the grid is better. I'm not a huge fan of the grid system, even from a Diablo perspective. It's clunky and cumbersome. Kind of works for controllers, but even then it's like, if I wanted to play Tetris, I would go play Tetris. I don't want to play Tetris trying to figure out if stuff in my inventory is going to fit or not, you know what I mean? So, it's,
You can be a
ooh, it says armor lore. Ooh.
you can be a pro without being a fanatic. There is a difference to me, but
Enhanced perception. Yeah, but it's kind of, the offensive skills is nice, but that enhanced perception is wasted. Not entirely sold on that. Want to sell it. Again, enhanced perception I don't really need. And by the time I reach this level range, I will be able to find that anyway. So
Thank you.
and we got more set stuff. So let's go.
that is a form.
Let's go chat with our little minion here. To
Every guy that has to look at it can't stop it. It's an addiction. but it's
Delanes.
a very strong addiction.
So
An aura of power emanates from this item.
I have 2 of the Delanes. Vindictiveness. They're the same thing. Like, they're the same stats, so it doesn't.
An aura of power emanates from this item.
But we do have the Delane's belt, which is nice.
An aura of power emanates from this item.
If I was gonna go with, and I am gonna give up one of the general skills. It sucks, but it sucks to give that up. But this armor is just too hard to pass up, and I am going to sell this one because I'm not running a astute supremacy focus. If I was gonna run that build, then I would use Dalen's vindictiveness. I would use Dalen's for the benefits. Not really worth it. That actually is worth it. That is not. That is not. And that is not. Good for gold, though. And we've had a regeneration per hit. I'm gonna buy that. Regeneration per hit.
It is a bit confusing.
we are now starting to find the jewelry that I was looking for. Can't make use of most of it because I'd have to give up skills that are really important. But at the very least, useful things to hold on to. See, those are nice. We are going to take that one, and I'm just gonna scrap that one. Okay, we do have a level up to use. Put that into strength. Put those 2 points into armor lore. I still have some more points I have to put into armor lore before I can select this. Once I have those, I'll be fine. And I'm going to let my bargaining fall just a little bit here to make up for that. We do have some quests here, though. No, we're going to be focused here. Be laser focused.
He's just trying to I think he's just
Use the force. Yeah, we're gonna use the force to drag our Keister back over to this guy who tried to kill us, just so he can console his. Honestly, I kind of wish he could have just killed him and been done with it, because it's kind of dumb that he attacks you, and you're just gonna go ahead and escort him to see his sister who got dumped. It's like, why are you helping a person who's just trying to take your place? That's kind of stupid.
The Inquisition is victorious.
Yep.
And I wish to this day that they could have never done that, forgotten half the stuff they heard, half the stuff they learned. I mean, I'm in that boat. There are things I know.
Glory and power.
I hands down wish. Yeah.
We're gonna go over here. Turn this in, then head back and turn some other stuff, pick up some stuff, that sort of thing. Unexpected news. Take me to this. Because it allows me to just kind of deal with this.
Well, it may not go too far into it. I do know some part of the things and that kind of stuff, but there's a hell of a fucking rabbit hole. Yeah. I've gone down a rabbit hole thanks to some of my friends because I was so fucking innocent. There's things I wish I could unhear, and unlearn. There's things that I wish I could ever.
I'm gonna go ahead and dump. Runes and stuff there. I can pull them back out later or whatever. I've got to sort that chest out here at some point. That chest is the bane of my existence in most cases, because the way I have to sort it. Oh, there we go. And alley-oop. Hi.
It is finished.
Yep, he's doing that. Have fun. Go away. You are not my problem anymore. You just said you wanted to go console your sister. Now you're running out on her too. You're pathetic.
That's usually someone just trying to mess with you, get under your skin, and also trying to figure out, like, you know, weigh what your interests are.
He made this big deal about wanting to go to his sister, and
I'd ask, but I
oh,
don't know.
I gotta console her, and then he just
Halt!
leaves.
What are you doing with that scroll case? That's Army issue, officers only. Hand it over, you little thief. Surrender it or die.
You're joking.
I'm sorry. Go have yourself.
Nicely done. I'm glad that old bag finally got what she deserved. Can't say I'll miss her. If you're looking for the Grand Inquisitor, you'll find him at the holding cells.
Thank you. It's kinda comforting that the Grand Inquisitor seems to have at least a few guys with brains in his guard. Welcome.
Toad. Going to sell these. Pole arm. Hit. Generation per hit. I think we're going to hold off on any further generation per hits. We're going to start looking at upgrading our weapons. Like this one right here, which has tactics lore and regeneration per hit. For 70,000 gold. Yeah. It's not cheap. And this has Callous Execution, Life Leech, and Gruesome Inquisition. For 68,000. Yep, we're gonna go with that.
There you go.
Alright, what we got?
Now you can say I said you something.
Alright, what we got here?
Oh, that's a good artwork over though.
I use defensive skills, but
This is cute. I
I
just like
prefer
the
that one.
I like the makeup they added on yours.
This,
It's
it's
actually
okay.
eyes as well.
And if we were rolling pole arms, yeah, maybe, but no, not right now.
That one,
Flying Pillory, nope. Toughness, nope. Nope.
sorry.
Nope. Nope. Expect a suit supremacy. Nope. I wonder if that means like both astute supremacy lore and or if it's full lore and focus. That's what I'm trying to get at. If I can talk halfway decently. Anyways.
Thank you.
We now have upgrades for our weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and...
That one's a bit shallow. I don't know about that one. Oh, no, I was looking at one right there. She's in a, no, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
Let's just say it's a certain specific.
there we go. This way we have
No.
halfway decent stuff.
It's,
And we are going to sell these. It doesn't sell for as much, but... Oh, hey, look, Callous Execution. It's not bad. Our current Inquisition focus is 12, and our Callous Execution is 9, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. We're gonna come back this way, go deal with some of these other quests with our newfound weapons. Oh yeah. Look how fast that is. Like my raw physical hits are hitting as hard as my old Callus execution hits, and Callus is just annihilating people. This is kind of the point in which you start seeing the benefits of this, and I would very much recommend, if anybody wants to run a character with bargaining, as soon as you get bargaining, oh yeah, let's do it. Big deeps. If you're gonna run bargaining,
Many of those
get bargaining
alive
as soon as
deserve to be
possible,
dead.
and keep that at your character level, and get gear that is enhanced, gives you points into it.
Foreseeable.
Oh yeah, I just saw a 500 in that mess.
I am all powerful.
Come over here, finish this out. Meaty. And keep in mind, I'm sure I could probably, you know, I think that's what I'm gonna do is find a look over the Shadow Warrior maybe, because I've been contemplating whether or not to use.
Everything goes as planned.
But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. I may put a poll or something up somewhere. We'll see. Not that I got a whole lot of people who watch me on a regular basis. People in the Discord, which I've asked. I'll look over the classes that are potentially available. I do want to place something that isn't. That isn't dual wield focused. That's going to be tricky to sort out because a lot of builds that people run in this game are dual-wielding builds because the stats that you get from dual-wielding compared to two-handed so egregious, to say the least. I don't know, we'll see.
That was almost too easy.
Hey, you. Come here.
I like that sound!
Speed Lord's useless. Saber. Could have swore I saw a yellow item pop up here. Guess not. Oh, there it is.
Don't pretend you're tired!
You know, probably could get more views on something like Twitch or Rumble. But I know YouTube more intimately, more specifically, as far as the platform to use. I'm not a huge fan of live streams.
Having that problem.
Let's go ahead and head down here.
This should be the place of my destination. That was almost too easy.
these escort
You
quests.
can't control another's actions or how they think and feel. So, I think what they're trying to tell you is look at what you can do and what you can decide to, you know, how you decide to act and whatnot. Because while you can't make them change their choices or think differently, you can always, you know, choose a different route or whatever and think
I never had any doubts.
Found an escort quest. Take the furs to Robert the Merchant.
Even if this was your 11th birthday, never.
I got this old coot stuck with me already. I'm not taking it on anymore.
I'm going to bark! Ow!
Attack!
No, do not attack. You march for your destination. It's gonna be double if possible. Because I do not want to be stuck babysitting for forever. So we're gonna haul you up here to get your stones.
Do I look like a pack mule to you?
I'm not gonna let this get forced them out there. Yeah, I'm not taking this gift horse them out, and I am not taking any chances because I do not want to deal with these for long. The escort missions are glitchy as is. Some of them will be a case of it glitched out in your favor,
To the
and
netherworld with
glitch out
you.
In your disfavor.
Your soul belongs to me.
And he is now immortal.
I am fully stocked. Do I look like a pack mule to you? I don't have room for this item.
I'm fairly certain that I have better sabers. Yeah, better swords. Not paying attention. I've run into that many a times over. Usually more cautious at this point, but yeah, just kind of slipping.
Death comes over you. Another offering.
There's a part of me that's thought about giving the Dragon Maid a try. The problem I run into the stuff that I would want to use as a Dragon Maid is
Started. Ended.
in any way, any capacity. I would actually like to try and use the Dragon Berserker. However, the Dragon Berserker scales with nothing. Like, straight up. Like, he scales with defensive only. Like, none of the combat arts are what he scales with.
It is finished.
What have you done, man? Look, he's off of my party. That's what's wrong with me. He is no longer my problem. Now he is, but he's my problem in a different way now. Because now I gotta stab him. There we go. There is a bunch of quests this way. Oh. One thing about this area. And I'm coming. Do.
What's that supposed to be? I have to check my inventory one more time. I have to check my inventory one more time.
Oh, that's just a rabbit hole that's gonna lead down, yada yada. And the sad part is, they were wrong. Because art, for a lot of people, made me shit on the money. Still does. Hey, not all of them. There are some. They're doing well out there.
crop circles.
They allow that.
If I remember correctly, crop circles are created by kobolds, which is hilarious to say the least. But I'll go pick up this
I get more.
waypoint. South.
Yes.
Was gonna pick up this waypoint to the south.
Do you?
Guess follow this.
Oh.
'Cause
I was gonna say more along the lines of maybe, I don't know, get some schooling or maybe different like welding or something, you know, other skills.
An aura of power emanates from this item.
Okay, I got my bag.
and we got kobolds riding the wolves. Chicken jockey. Crack that
I feel about that, so, you know, I don't blame you.
chase us through this tall grass. I don't remember this being an issue. Maybe I'm imagining things or something? I don't know. Well, hi.
Your soul belongs to me.
Gotta love when the game glitches out.
Your soul belongs to me.
He's running away like a coward. Come here. Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, no, you're fine. Yes, mother hen, basically.
I never had any doubts.
Ooh.
I am up till about 2 to maybe 4 in the morning sometimes. So. Gotta make sure everyone's good.
Oh. Holy moly.
Sounds weird and
Hey.
stupid, but
Legendary here, or unique, however you want to call it. Pretty good value. Not bad damage, to be honest. It is a pole arm, so keep in mind. This gives ruthless mutilation, which we don't use much of. To be fair, use callous execution predominantly. Oh, speaking of callous execution, Constitution. There we go. And put points in the bargaining. Almost forgot about that level up.
It's finding a balance and trying to, figure out what you can control, but also how to go about dealing with what you can't. You might just need a simple.
That might just be
If it
where we
stresses
go.
you out a ton, maybe you just need like a simple way of handling it in the moment. There's things like sensor packets. It's something I learned when I was going through a lot of depression. You basically
Insignia
have
of
things
pain.
like the 5 senses. So
Okay.
something you can touch and feel, something that makes you happy. So it could be something like a cloth that feels like
Not
self-
bad.
something that
Not sure what that.
something that calms you stuff. Taste, maybe there's a gum you like, or a candy that soothes you. Smell could be just simple lotion to candles to whatever else.
Nope.
Hearing as simple as like
Berserker. Nope.
song you like
Oh.
that relaxes you.
The Ladal's sound. Ooh, that's a frost. That's actually not bad.
Keeping picture of something that keeps you grounded and happy and stuff like that. So like family or whatever. Picture of someone you love, stuff like that. I don't know if you feel like doing that, but some of us did. I didn't make mine.
Ooh. Got a purifying chastisement. And speaking of the devil, ruthless mutilation. I'll go ahead and eat those. I know in most builds you don't want to eat too many, because you run into a situation where stuff gets really long
Yeah.
in the region. Oh, come here.
It does a lot. He's seen a lot on YouTube,
I just don't think I'd get the viewership from Twitch anyways.
Twitch.
And I don't have access to streaming all the time. Rumble.
I never had any doubts.
He also has introduced his YouTube, it could get him, a bit more of an audience. Yeah, and if I get back into it, I can also advertise it on my own. So.
Ow! This had to happen 3 days before my birthday.
Victory!
fun. I just streamed for fun. I didn't exactly stream to, you know, to do a bunch of weird shit. I just stuff that I'm doing and enjoying.
It is finished.
Alright, win this one.
Yeah, you're good. You got to. Good night and sleep in.
Coming over here to do. Thank you, babe.
I can get it though. I'm like 34, so for me, I've never really worked because I'm on disability income. But I've seen so much money that it's hell. I've watched my own husband do it. Care about their employees. The first one would have worked him to death if it wasn't for us having a kid and him having to change up his entire thing. So, I'm just like,
Done, done, and done.
She's talking. I don't know if anyone can hear on this over the stream, but she's talking to a friend of ours.
his employer is weird. I don't
For Kerr.
problem with his boss. He would lie out his teeth and just with his face. Like talking about, you know, how he's there or whatever for people, how he cares, yada yada. But then he struggling to have a health issue, right?
Die.
If you're having like a heartburn or something. Yeah. Well, he was guilt tripping. And he would try to be like, well, I know that we have this, you know, we talked and whatnot, but can't you just come in and like, this is becoming a problem and this is happening often. So, dude, it's how to play with. Of course it's gonna happen often.
Pretty sure this is the where I would take them anyways.
No one else in the company has an issue. The other guy that was doing before.
The mission was a great success.
Snake in the grass and basically telling people like
emanates from this item.
all the big shit. So he's getting paid the most. And it's because he won't do anything to help anyone else. And he's just like playing it off as like, oh, he can do this. And it's like, you're hurt. Why are you at that door? Because you can't fucking like divvy up the payments. You can't divvy up how far people are going. You can't even set a fucking an entire day schedule up. Like his schedule.
Damn it!
Part of that quest.
Damn it!
Ended with blood.
Come back to the other spot. And it was just that. Only to like have to go back and like go to another spot. Like maybe 45 minutes away the next one, and then last one's like another 2
Run, fools. Your soul belongs to me. To the netherworld with you. Your death came almost too easily.
Or Sarkis determination.
I mean, I'm surprised because, like, there was people that did play.
One less heretic.
There is a quest person here. Let's go ahead and pop up here for a quick break. Grab a drink. let's go check this one up here. Oh, strength. Yeah, that leveled up now. We do need to get this leveled up, though, too, to make sure we don't fall behind on that too much. That way we can maintain a good hit rate on our character. Now, I was actually thinking about this. I've seen builds that only take like a certain amount of like dual wielding or whatever weapon proficiency that they take. That being said, I've also seen builds like the Magic Find Shopper Seraphim, which literally took like 1 point of sword skill, and that was only to activate the sword abilities, not to actually not actually gaining the benefits of it, because dual wielding was where they were getting the benefits. Things that we're very much going to focus on maxing are going to be bartering, because there's no point in taking points from 75 in the base game. I don't even think it was a point in the community patch. There's just certain items you can't find.
I am the wrath of the
you have to actually
gods.
find roaming about. Killing stuff. And of course her cat's gonna start throwing a fit.
Glory and power. Foreseeable. Yeah, we're just gonna go this way. Figure out what's wrong. Heretic.
I don't know where this goes. The other thing is, if anybody's wanting to see the games, gameplay-wise, just for the After Dark sort of period, just let me know, make some comment what game you might want to see, and I can see about doing something with it. I do have stuff like the Master Chief Collection, the remasters of the Mass Effect games, all 3 of them. So, I mean, options are pretty good. I do have Solasta 2. Heck, I can even do, I can also just stream more Solasta as part of the After Dark period. Uh-oh. What's the uh-oh about? Phew. Okay, but what was the uh-oh about? I don't like the uh-oh. Uh-oh means bad things. Kitty's throwing a fit because she wants mama. Oh god. Hi. Apparently there are aliens in this world.
Sometimes this can be.
Go figure. There are aliens in the fantasy world. It's one of those moments in a quest chain where the developer goes, you know, we do have free will, and we can just put stuff into the game if we wanted. I didn't think about it. I could actually have my icon. I can't really turn on the facial portrait. Right now it's covering the map, so you don't have much of the interface here.
I am the wrath of the gods.
So let's go down here.
Really should clean up in here sometime.
Alright. Yep. Yep. There's a hut. This is one of those situations where developers very much could have just gone with kobolds being mischievous and creating crop circles. In this case, it's actually alien crop circles. It's a T-mutated creature is what it's saying. See, this would probably be the point where Because the map does get very big, large expanses of terrain to travel. So having a mountain to get you from point A to point B is beneficial.
Get me a pack horse. Otherwise, this stays here.
At least they let me cross the stream like that. And
I never had any
give it that
doubts.
quest. Fun. We have mopped up with a lot of the quests that were over here. This is I think this is the Seraphim starting area, if I remember correctly. I think this is the Inquisitor starting area. I can't remember. Anyways, I think this is the Inquisitor starting area. I literally could have walked right up into the town, I think. Not even second guessing it. But I didn't. And if I remember correctly, up in here, there's a boss up here that I'm actually contemplating going up this way and tackling the boss that's out here. Because I know there's a checkpoint in here. So I think what we're going to do for the next after dark, whenever we come back to this game, is head up into this area and take on this boss. It is the White Griffin. Should be interesting to see how this build holds up, because the White Griffin is kind of a solid check on how good your build actually is. And we've got pretty much most stuff we need to make do. So we'll see. But we are also level 22 as to what we're gonna. The question at that point becomes, what skill do we want to pick up at level 25, which is in 3 levels? We have a couple of options at our disposal. We could pick up Speed Lord. We could pick up Damage Lord. These two are weaker, probably like the very tail end in the 50 to 65 range of when to pick those up. Definitely not going to pick up combat reflexes because I need him to actually get hit. So, and probably would skip on spell resistance as well. Toughness might be a good option to go with, so he survives hits better. And I could always, at 25, take blacksmithing. Blacksmithing is kind of like bartering. If you have a character that's going to use blacksmithing, you really want to pick it as their primary general skill. Like, the general skill that's kind of a secondary in most cases here is going to be your writing skill, your divine devotion skill. I mean, no one ever picks alchemy because alchemy is effectively useless in most cases. So, you really don't get a whole lot of benefit from this because there's not really much to it. Like the stuff I know people who would take is enhanced perception, writing, bargaining, divine devotion, and blacksmithing, and divine devotion is like the least picked overall. It's like if you really don't know what to take in another general skill, if you want to pick one, they'll throw divine devotion just to get a skill in there. But I don't know too many people who really push for it that much. It's usually smithing or writing outside of enhanced perception and bargaining. But we do have 4 skills left. What could we put there? 25. I could take toughness. I might take toughness. I might take toughness. There is concentration. It's not a bad thing. Not a bad one to take overall. Gives you an extra buff in to use, which does mean you have some options over here. You can actually, if you pay, which one of the things you could do is pick up one of the astute supremacy skills, or both of them, in these slots, and that would give you access to the upgrades, and then you could upgrade Zealous Doppelganger to be a permanent companion, more or less turning them into a minion. Reverse Polarity is not a terrible pick for defensive purposes. I just don't find much use out of it. There's also Soul Reaper, which is nice. Soul Reaper is actually really nice. But its benefit is based on how many enemies are actually in the area. Because you then need to kill a lot of stuff in order to get the benefits of that. There's Phrenic Fervor and Mortifying Pillory. Going to eat 1 rune in Mortifying Pillory. We'll call my minion over. There it is. Just kind of show you what these two do. I probably won't really use them too much, but at least gives you an idea. So this is a temporary buff. Can be set up for either spell casting or faster attacking, and you can set this up in a combo as well to make sure you use it every time it comes off cooldown. I don't care for it. I don't care for stuff like this. Same goes with the Mortifying Pillory. It's like, oh, hey, this causes them to take additional damage. Ooh. Like, okay, like, I just annihilate them with Callous Execution and move on. Yeah. I don't get much use out of Ruthless Mutilation, so more or less I'll be going into Purifying Chastisement once I've maxed out Execution, Callous Execution. But it also makes me contemplate the idea of not taking Concentration as a skill. So I'm really not getting super amounts of benefit from it. Combat Discipline I might get some benefits from. Probably not by much. I could probably take Writing. maybe. This is one of those things I'm not entirely sold on as to what I go with next. I know what I'm putting skills into so far, but I just don't know what skill to pick up at 25, and then 35, and then 50, and 65. Those are long ways away, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'll probably make a character with blacksmithing if I wanted to really take advantage of blacksmithing. We'll skip bartering, maybe pick up enhanced perception as a secondary. But either way,
What's the eyeball here for?
thank y'all for coming. This kind of concludes our late night. I wish all of you a good sleep, and God bless you, and have a good night. Bye-bye.
Big ass goat.